The next component we're going to discuss is also a directional control valve, which funnels air into specific directions, but is not manually operated. It is operated by these air ports. These are called pilot lines. Okay? A pilot line in pneumatics is a control line, something that is controlling another aspect of the system. And in this case, air that enters in this port will cause the valve to shift. It's not going to flow through the valve, it's just supplying a pressure to shift the valve, so it would cause the valve to shift to the other port. Likewise, air supplied to this side would cause the valve to shift back into the other direction. Now, this looks like a 3-2 valve, 3 ways, 2 positions, but it's actually a 5-way 2-position valve. Now, there are 2 additional ports on the bottom. I don't know if you can see them here. Kind of hard to see, but there's one right here, and there's one down here. And what happens with a 5-2 valve is that whenever this would be our supply, in this case, and we can supply it to one side of a cylinder or the other side of the cylinder. In order for the cylinder to maybe extend with air supplied to this one, air has to come out of the other side of the cylinder, the other side of the piston. So as it comes out through here, and that is connected to an exhaust port down here. Likewise, whenever we supply air to this side, air comes out and exhausts through this. And that's why we would use a 5-2 valve. So when you look at the symbol, it's the same symbol as a 3-2 valve, except we have additional passageways additional passageways in each block, each position. But the thing I want to point out here is that we have different symbols on the ends, which is how the valve is actuated. The valve is actuated through pilot lines, and that's the symbol for a pilot line. Now, what you'll notice is that that triangle is not filled in, and that indicates that it is air controlled. If those pilot lines were hydraulic lines, hydraulically actuated, those triangles would be filled in or solid. And that's our pilot operated 5-2 valve.